and then Doom fans, usual nonsense. Um, Working my way through the endless Doom realm files that's available. I worked out what happened at the end of the last stream. I was just being a total noob. I thought the file was not loading, but it actually was. I was just clicking the wrong fucking batch file. So, well, I can't remember what I actually did after it. Oh yeah, so I got to like level map 4 or map 5 or something, and at that point, the lack of balance was just fucking horrible. So, I created a new things file, just like edited the map basically to try and rebalance it. So, hopefully I can get further than map 4, and then each time it not take a million years. Obviously, each time I'm playing the map, I'm getting used to it a little more and learning it a bit more, and that's going to affect the balance and stuff. But I've made some fundamental changes based on just having knowledge of like level design, basically just good level design stuff that I know will work with Doom. The one problem I have is that I don't have enough experience within multiplayer, so I'm not quite sure how things will be affected there. And the changes that I'm doing are actually possible to do by, say, anyone. But it's kind of removing that need for people to do that, and for future players and stuff like that. I mean, this stuff is going to be particularly useful for Android players. Since they, don't have to fuck around and probably can't fuck around anyway. Since it's on Android, but whatever. This audio mastering thing is really, really pissing me off now, only because each time I play the game and stream it, it's fundamentally more annoying to stream, basically. But obviously I've never had a proper microphone, and well, saying that, I never use a proper microphone and a proper headset, because to say that I've never owned them would be a complete load of bollocks. Yeah, and obviously I like to hear what the fuck's going on while I'm playing. So, there you go. But I could never settle for 2.1 audio. Like, to be honest, ever since my PC broke and I haven't had my 5.1 audio, I've given up on sound whatsoever. It's just like, I might as well just be deaf, because I can hear so much difference between everything that I listen to. It just becomes painful. Anyway, that's just a rant over. Yeah, so doing stuff. I'm hoping this is going to be a little more balanced now. Obviously, it's a bit harder to tell when you're running around with fucking 999 health. But it's fairly easy to judge. Do you know what I mean? You just do the math. Like I was on, just take off the 9 basically, so I would be on 53 health or whatever. And then those 2 pickups would pretty much take me full. So yeah, there was a few things within the first couple of maps that were really, really bad. And I mean really fucking bad. It was like the ass backwards difficulty settings. So when you're on hard mode, you should get more enemies, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't have the ability to actually kill them. It's just fucking stupid. So the harder the level gets, the more, the more monsters there are to kill. But they also turned off some of the health pickups from that setting. So like, I added those 2 pickups by there as well, which is extremely useful. Yeah, so you end up with more monsters and less health. So it's just fucking stupid, basically. It's not hard, it's just bad. Just bad level design, right? So yeah, I'm hoping to have fixed all of that. And again, I'm a little bit more familiar with the maps as they are, so it is going to make a difference. But I think like the main important thing is getting that initial experience to future new users to just it be more fun. Yeah, like we all know that nightmare mode was meant to be fucking basically impossible anyway, but it is actually completable. Like you can really sort of stick your teeth in and fucking grind to find ways, and that's what's pretty cool about Doom Ultimate. Like that's like kind of how it should be. It shouldn't be impossible. Otherwise the mode would just be called impossible mode. Like fucking Devil May Cry, but whatever. And as you notice, like everything's just so empty, so sparse, it's fuck all around. So a lot of those things I'd like to change. That dude just blow himself up. Should we kill these first with that? That might be useful. I'm quite surprised to see that you can just put a things file into a folder and it overwrite the original one. Like you can just change a bunch of pickups and distribute that rather than distributing the whole map. Yeah, and again, I'll stipulate, obviously these are changes that people can make themselves, but it's kind of fucking bollocks, like, do you know what I mean? As demonstrated by me doing it, like, you lose the fun of being able to play the map if you spend all your time just trying to balance it out and make it fun, but, yeah, that's just what I do. It would be horribly boring and repetitive otherwise, and I would have just given up by now. See, at the moment, you'll just notice, like, some of these little pickups wouldn't normally be there. There's enough health to go through. Oh yeah, that's one thing about this level as well, there's a lot of radiation suits. Like a hell of a lot, it doesn't really make any sense. Look at that. Look at that armor, man. Yeah, nice. Okay, is that everything? Shotgun. Hell. What's in here? Oh, that's the key place. Okay. Can I pick that up then? I think my cat's outside, just let the cat in. Okay, I'll just skip this. Oh bollocks, I was going to skip that, but I caught the jump up. Yeah, that's my cat meow. I'm not quite sure if the Bluetooth mic will reach this. Okay. Come on. Come on. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, right, where was I? Oh yeah, running down this little path thing. Ooh, okay, I put one health pick up here somewhere. Let's make sure it's loading. There it is, by that dude, right? And that's an extremely useful one. I'd like to put some decorations and stuff in here as well. Just to, not to just like fill the empty space, but also to make kind of like blocking places. But what I'll do is I'll try on the harder difficulty levels for that. So we'll get the balance right first with the weapons and the pickups, and then as we start increasing the difficulty and adding more monsters, we can then add little things. And then for any super genius mappers, the next step would be to add stuff like this, these little little alcoves and things like that, because they're always good for providing a little bit of cover. Again, yeah, see, this is like the easiest mode, and this could be as a result of rebuilding all of the RMB files, to be honest. It could, like, the AI could just be a lot better because of it, which I think is part of it. You get like a domino effect where one enemy hears another, and they all just start going fucking mad. Okay, so we'll grab this secret first. Where did this guy just randomly appear from? Don't really like the partial invisibility. That's one thing I'd like to change. Like, actually, just make it, if you're gonna have an invisibility pickup, make it so that it's fucking invisible. Like, obviously they can hear the sound still, but like a shotgun guy should totally miss you, and imp should just have a small chance of hitting you just based on just pure randomness of it firing in your direction. Make the most amount of sense. Ooh, Guys being a bit good. Not that anyone will do this, but if you compare this sort of run through with like all my other shitty videos that came before it, you'll kind of see the difference that just a little bit of ammo here and there makes. Oh, he didn't die. Nope. There's other ways to do it, obviously, like you could just write a little bit of script so that the enemies just randomly drop different items instead of constantly dropping the same fucking pickup. But I think, like, it's better to get the someone needs to get the fundamentals done, do you know what I mean? Like, Bethesda should have done this. They shouldn't be fucking shipping other people's works to increase the sales of their fucking games. And subsequently just leaving them broken as well. That's just absolute bollocks. Right, now this is one bit that I always get confused on, I can never find my way out. Or where I'm going, or how to get that minigun. Oh, I don't know if something's broken here. Or if I'm just shit at Doom. I'm going for the shit at Doom thing, to be honest. I experienced a super weird bug, and I can't even find any information on it the other day, but I managed to fire back, or like deflect a fireball from an imp, and I still do not know how I did it. And I think I was recording it as well, but I just hit the delete button when I started the stream. Okay, see another completely fucking empty room. Once this gets difficult and there's like 3 times as many enemies, you're gonna need like a scepter or something in the middle to, like, it's just a big open fucking room. It doesn't matter how cool the geometry is and nice laid out it is. Whoa, shot himself. See, these little things, that's what you need. You need to know the units, like if you're going to start mapping and get perfection mapping, like you really need to know how wide a player character is and stuff. Oh, there was another thing about me complaining about the health and the pickups and stuff. Like, obviously there is a million ways to fix it. What was the one thing? It was summon friend. There you go. So, yeah, obviously you can just like do that or whatever. I mean, that's not the MBF helper dog, that's my fixed version, because the MBF helper dog has got a million issues, despite it being out 20 fucking years with Doom and nobody fixing them. There's a scepter. See, just one random scepter, but look at the difference it makes. You got the blue health file there with the adjusted lighting, and then obviously the yellow. It's slowly flashing in and out, and it's loads better than the default as well. Just simple tweaks that, again, that everyone can do, but they should be there by default anyway. Handles don't do anything, so an animation needs to be added to that, just a second frame. And it's like, people may have done it, but you're Googling it and blah 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 blah, it takes fucking forever, man. Cool. Right, I'm not quite sure what we do next in this place. I've never opened all these doors. Oh, fucking hell. I'm not sure if you can or if they're just decorative. Decorative? Is that a word? Oh, cool. Putting the chainsaw in made a big difference as well, I found. So I think from where I put it, I think I'm going to move it into one of the secret rooms, and then I'll make that secret room a bit more like, it's like one of those, it's a secret, but you actually kind of need to get it, because otherwise you get to the 4th or 5th level, and there's fucking loads of levels in this. There's more levels in this than there is in Doom Ultimate, plus the additional, the tray and sewers and stuff like that, and extra maps, even though, what was it, the tray is Doom 2 or whatever. But yeah, there's like an E1M0 to E1M9, so there's 10 maps instead of 9. And they are actually 10 maps as well, even though one's secret, they're fucking huge. They're twice as big as Doom. And that's, I think it's E4 has also got an M0 as well. So it's like, what is it, 10, 20, 30, just, yeah, 39 maybe, I think, 39 maps. Instead of 36. They're all twice as big as Doom. Badly fucking designed. Pickup wise. See, there should be something up here, man, for fuck's sake. Anyway, where are we now? So I usually would have given up by now and skipped out on this part. Because I was playing on like a decent difficulty, level 3 or whatever, hardest difficulty. I'm just getting way too fucking confused. Don't know how the fuck you get in there. I'm not using the map, obviously. Just trying to save time. So I'm sure there's a way to... No, that's not... Would that work? No, you can't fit in there. Okay, now I'm totally lost. We got blue key, we got the yellow key. In this room, I think I'm doubling back myself now. There's the yellow key, there's the red exit. Oh fuck, totally lost. Picked everything up. Did I pick up all my stuff that I actually added to the game? I think I did. That should be it now. I wanted to put something in here as well. It seems like a wasted opportunity at the moment. Chainsaw's awesome. Can't believe they didn't put this in really early. Yeah, here is definitely a wasted opportunity to put like a secret or something. Don't need a radiation suit, don't really need partial invisibility, but a backpack or something might be useful, some armor. Right now I'm fucking stuck in this place again and totally lost. We survived. Something opened then. What was that noise? It was like a door open. Was there a door open? Wow. How the fuck do you get out of this place? What are those secret line death things all about? I've noticed one or two things in the maps once I've actually looked at them, like these top-down views. They're just really fucking weird for this place. Did I miss the door, did I? Yeah, I did. I walked straight past the door. Whilst I was messing around looking for that secret. And that's the end of that map. No red key. I mean, you could really extend it by popping a red key into that lava pit. And then add in a secret. Just pull me on. Yeah, I got the lighting on the barrels really nice now. Cool. I never really get the point in that as well, because like you don't die by just running across it. So it looks cool, but it's still a waste. But yeah, this is like one of the best add-ons that I've found so far. So at least Bethesda picked a good one. Or whoever chose to do it would have been one of the other people who've just illegally made Doom shit and then somehow managed to profit off it by becoming part of ID Software, just by being in the Doom community for 20 fucking years. But whatever. Okay, big open room, nice like empty space and stuff. One thing that does suck about this is the first 4 maps, there's only these 2 enemies. And I don't know whether it's like an intentional thing or whether it was like created, say, for Doom 1.1 or 1.2 and it's like really fucking old before Doom Ultimate. Like, I imagine Doom went from 1.2 to 1.6 in the time that it took them to just build these levels because they're so fucking big, like. It just seems weird, but I think the sheer amount of enemies is like, it is a design choice. It's like, look, maybe in the later levels we'll start seeing a fucking Kako demon or something. Luckily we got this RPG variations as well as my Another Lost Soul and all the other shit going on. In fact, if I do summon friend, I haven't got a sound on here because it's fucking, it's Doom 2 is the Commander Keen thing, but there you go. Let's try and get through these levels a bit quicker. Okay, block door, weird. Flashing lights, indeed. I mean, there should be fucking secrets everywhere, these maps are so big. Okay, yeah, here we go. So this is like an obvious addition by me now. I've put that gun right in the fucking middle of it because it just gets completely boring and impossible up to this point. Like, unless you're flying through the levels, skipping out everything, doing it all in 30 seconds. You're just running around with shotgun, like the minigun I had to add, because it was just in a stupid place otherwise. You would have run out of shotgun bullets. There's a rocket there, but the rocket launcher is only in a secret place or whatever, so... Now you've got this. And like, if you can run into the middle and grab it straight away, then you can use it fucking wicked load, but... And then the player's got the choice then. You can conserve the ammo for that gun. You know, or you carry on, like, which is just simply not an option otherwise. Okay, this secret's now fixed because it wasn't fucking working last time. I was running around the stream for like 20 minutes just trying to get in there, and then I found out it's because there was a broken fucking line there. So, that's fixed. And that wasn't documented anywhere. I just opened it up and I was like, what the hell, this looks completely wrong. There's some weird superfluous geometry just left over. For some reason, testing purposes, I don't know. Cool. Now we can finally use this fucking thing. Oh shit, he's alive. Everything? Everyone? Yep. Oh, nice. Got to see the pixels. Ooh, ooh. Okay, this secret was already here. I still haven't actually picked up the rocket launcher yet. That's not raised. Need to raise the stairs. Oh, another little decoration. Yeah, I think I'm going to add some frames to those decorations. I can't bother to Google and find out whether somebody else has already done it. It would take longer to Google than it would do just to fucking do it. And again, it should have been done. I mean, I imagine Genre Maker has released some sort of sprite that was like intended to be that candle changing. Okay, cool. So now I've got two of these fucking things, which means one of them needs to be changed to the rocket launcher. Because if you haven't got it by now, it's just lame. So I think I'll change that weapon to the rocket launcher. And instead of putting it in here, we'll put rockets in here. Put the rocket launcher somewhere else. Cool. Yeah, it's loads more fun now. I don't want it to be cheating, you know. I don't want it to like, oh, summon a fucking BFG or whatever. Like, what the fuck? What's the fucking point in that? But I will do this just to make it quicker. Stick Commander Keen in there as well. Sneaky, sneaky. Secret, thing, secret. Is that a secret? Okay. Still haven't worked out how these stairs get raised. There's one of those rooms you walk in and obviously activates it, but can't do fuck all without decent speakers. I don't know where the sound's coming from. Oh yeah, and then there's this place. Now, it's not particularly like game breaking, you know, but this really, really dark dead end and having this thing, this weird misaligned texture, and then this shit going on with this flashing light and no light source. Yeah, what the fuck? This is horrible. We need something here to be able to highlight this area so that you fucking know where you're going. And if you've got epilepsy, then yeah, you don't want to be doing this shit. Look at it, it's just, you know what I mean? It's, what is this? There's no lights or anything, it's just fucked. Flat out fucked. And then here, for no reason, there's just a health pickup. Lame. Really, really lame end to the level. There should be something up there. There should be a boss or an enemy, or like the first Kaku demon would be perfect on that map. I mean, how fucking far through it are we now? I think that's the first 3 levels done, isn't it? So let's just saved over that by accident. And look, delete that, and then save that. This what fuck map, and then check what map it is. UNM5, yeah, cool. So much better experience so far. I think what you need at the start of every level is a health pickup or something. Like if the player gets here and they just, even if it's a new level and you want to do a continuation, they need some health. You don't necessarily need to be brought all the way back up to 100 and it just be filled with everything like weapons pickups and all that shit. But they need something just in case they're at the point where it's like, oh great, I started the level, now I die straight away, which means you have to go back and do the level before it better than you did before. And that can get quite difficult in the original Doom with DOSBox because I don't think you'd be able to do so with this. It's something to do with like there being so many monsters and stuff like that. And when you do the save and it tries to load the game, it just completely fucks up. And it basically corrupts your save. So it's like a known thing. Obviously, it's been fixed in these modern source ports, D-Doom and G-Doom and GZ-Doom and fucking Chocolate Doom and everything else, whatever. But yeah, it's not cool. You don't want that to happen. So, a little bit of health at the start. A backpack's always useful, you know what I mean? Because if you don't have the weapons, like if you haven't picked up the secret weapons from the level, then you're not going to have the rocket launcher. Like, I should have had it by now, but I don't, because I didn't go to the secret. Couldn't be fucking bothered. So you can put some ammo there at the beginning. It's not going to make a difference. Like, no one's going to want to start a map and have no ammo. It's just fucking pointless. Like. Cool. So yeah, I can take out one of these guns, swap for the rocket launcher, and ammo pickup instead. So much more fun when you've got this gun. Just varies the gameplay a little bit. Normally I would have stood back on that and used the barrel to explode the enemies with a fucking shotgun or something, but can do a bit more now. Alright, we got the blue key. Blue key, blue key, blue key. We're gonna shoot each other, eh? Can we shoot each other? A few more decorations to be added, that's it. Oh shit, I'm going the wrong way, I need to get this armor. Right, this level goes insane now. Fuck. I think what you're supposed to do is run in, grab this gun, whoop, and then do the same in the next one, and kind of like activate all of these monsters and just kill them all in a big group. I think that's the intended way of doing things, so I can't find the rocket launcher though. In here somewhere. Or is it in this one? Yeah, here we go. And then you get the rocket, because then you're just up here, then you can just fuck shit up. So I think that's the level designer's intention there. Which kind of works out well, like, do you know what I mean? It's kind of nice. There's a million other ways that you can do the level, but that's kind of how it's intended. It works well. So I'm guessing that the person that built this map was not the same person that built the first or the second map. See, nice. In the face. Right, I'm actually running out of health now and I got stuff fucking range. And again, I started this with 999 health, so if you do fuck around, you can completely cock it up. Especially if you use a rocket launcher in close quarters. Is that secret? No. We need a way out. We need a way out. Fuck. I'll do. I think they need to go back to all of the textures that are simulating light, and then code basically an invisible lamp. Like things like this, do you know what I mean? It should have red light in and stuff like that. Now, some modern mappers, I believe, use like sector lighting or color lighting or something to try and simulate that. So modern maps are like pretty cool in that respect. But it'd be nice to go back to some of these older ones and just like fix some bugs. Like there should be a little bit of blue there and stuff like that, you know. Why rely on heavy duty stuff like ray tracing? Like ray tracing is no good. I think that's what people fucking don't realize is like you can chuck ray tracing onto something like this and yeah, it'll look really cool, but if you actually change the fundamental fucking lighting on a base level closer to what the game was originally built with, then the results of the ray tracing afterwards would be fucking phenomenal. But whatever, nobody's ever done that, have they? So I don't think anybody has, you know, textures with lighting. Right, let's kill everything, get the fuck out of here, because otherwise we're going to get lost. Fix everything up. All the ammo, all the weapons, everything dead. All the secrets checked. Oh, armor pick up. And 1 armor and 90 health, I'm going to die on this map. So maybe a berserk might be useful, or at least fun. Oh shit. I don't want to just overpopulate the map because I got to take into consideration the fact that I suck at Doom. So playing properly. Well, I added that barrel there, by the way, in case you're wondering where the fuck that barrel came from. I think it looks nice. Look at that, what perfect positioning. The rocket. Don't think you can get here without cheating. Yeah, because it's blocked off. Hear something, I can't see it. There it is. Oh shit, the barrel in there. I think that is supposed to be a light as well, isn't it? This thing. What the fuck? Oh, I stood on his head. Right, how do we get out of here then? Because I'm totally lost now. I think I have to go back to the start, don't I? Wherever that is. I have to use the map. But this, what is this weird line death all the way over the left hand side? Need to get in there. Cool. Boom. And that's why I added that. Ammo pickup. Yeah, much better now. Oh, he's taking a beating. Awesome. I think that's as far as I got last night, to be honest. Why can't I just overwrite it? Can I do that? No. What are we playing? No end in sight. Map 06. Cool. This is quite a crazy map, to be honest. I'm not going to play this one through properly on this run. I'll do some modding now or something. But just show you what would happen if we were to just aimlessly waste all of our bullets. I'm wondering if there's a command to set the difficulty whilst you're like already playing. Just all of a sudden spawn all of the monsters. There's literally like 4 times the amount of monsters that you're seeing on the second difficulty. It's crazy. Okay, now I added this dessert here. I'm hoping it's going to be a decent place to put it. Seems pretty good. I got 74 health, plenty of ammo. Get that. Get that. Let's go in here and do that. Oh, there! I knew there was a secret in that place, man. Missed it out last time and I was like, shit. But it's a nice one. Wow. It's cool. You never see that green shit in the sky. Yeah, so I've got a secret, but there's not enough in here because I think it spawns on harder difficulty rather than normal. But it's quite a cool one. If you don't hit the other switch on that wall first, then you don't get to see it. I kind of like that. But again, totally open, boring as fuck. Like, what the fuck is this doing there? Do you know what I mean? Seriously, like, this thing just looks. It just looks out of place. It's fucking not even the height of the first layer of the wall. Like, oh yeah, a couple of things need to be touched up. Shoot this shit. Okay, what have we got now? Yellow key, got the blue key. Can't jump up there. Ooh. Get ammo. Oh, he's nearly dead. Oh, I need to set my number keys up. It looks like we need less minigun ammo and more of this blue plasma gun shit. Oh fuck. Yeah, that needs to be a plasma gun, not a minigun. It's just too repetitive otherwise. Pixels. Oh fuck. Definitely need our first Kako demon in this room. This is the 5th map, and we've only had 2 main enemies, like. I mean, this fucking thing. 3, I suppose. Spectre. But yeah, we need a Kako demon in here. Kako demon. Oh fuck, here we go. I'm kicking off now. Oh, that's nice that it's putting a Spectre by there like that. Couldn't even see him. Rocket launcher. Oh fuck. Took a rocket to the face, yo. Uh-oh, what's going on? And the sound effect gets all sort of crimped, stuff like that. You know there's just shitloads of enemies. I swear I came this way to start. I don't know where these fucking enemies appear from. Nice. Got everything. I think that's everything. Oh. Did I pick that up then? Yeah. Look at that. Perfect. I'm not entirely sure if you're supposed to be able to get out here. No. There's a little bit of a waste. I'm pretty sure John Romero said in the 90s, or maybe even in the 80s, like, if you're going to build a Doom map, don't fucking put an area outside that you can't reach. Or his words would have been more like, if the player can see outside, make sure they can get there. Because otherwise they're just going to fucking cheat. Fucking no clip out there for no reason, just be disappointed. Standard mapping procedures, yo. Get with it. We did the blue room, didn't we? Yeah, we nailed all that. Okay, cool. And we got the secret. So, fuck, is that a red key or is... No. Doesn't seem to be any red keys in this game. Not so far, anyway. And each time I play, I'm getting a little bit better at finding the secrets with sort of, without cheating. Oh shit, maybe this one does have a red key then. Yeah, right, nice. Where is it? Is the question. Is that a secret? No. Oh, it's just right there, like, what? Fucking bollocks. It's like the most anticlimactic first red key ever. Let me guess, walk forward and yeah, platform maybe. Hey! Kinda hoping for something a bit more on the first red key. 5 maps. No enemy in there. First time ever. Cool. Biosphere. Now this is a bit of a crazy map. This one, I think, is actually possible to complete without adjusting the pickups, but you're never going to do it on your first run. Like, no way. It's one of those maps that really, like, you've got to find a fucking route to do it, Once you activate enemies and you save it, you're kind of screwed. Oh, what? Crazy. Yeah, save that there. Pretty cool. Still need to make sure I'm getting the correct balance between like perfect level design and personal preference sort of thing. Because there's no point doing things that everybody can do themselves. But I think that's worked out all right. That you and M4 health at the start made a difference. I'll carry on testing those maps. I'll do a playthrough at another point. And now I'm just gonna do the monotonous, boring shit. I don't think anybody will ever benefit from this, but you never know. Maybe there's a group of people that really like playing Doom so much. 3,500 maps, none of which have ever been organised. About like 30% file size reduction at the moment. All these, I'm assuming one's like Doom 1 and the other one's Doom 2, and they just updated it a year later when Doom Ultimate came out, or 6 months later in this case. Not much point streaming all this, but just to show what I'm doing. I mean, even the text files, some of them are actually called, like, instead of named after the map, they're fucking called WAD author, because that was the template used. That's why all maps look exactly the same title file, blah, 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 blah. And the weird thing is, even after like 30 years, 25 years, if I go to my development folder, which is going to take a 9 minutes to load, yeah, cool. And I've actually got a release template that I use for Unreal Tournament. And look at this. It's basically identical. So it's kind of weird that one template is never ever changed. But you've got whatever Tim Sweeney's brother or whatever it was to thank for that, and John Carmack and stuff. See, everyone that worked on Doom also worked on Unreal. Apart from John Romero, who's now working with the Unreal Engine. So up yours, ID software. Fuck ID Tech.